First bass all day here. Fishing over in the cove with minnows, just live lining them with no bobber. They don't like the bobber here. I've lost about 3 fish in this cove here, so I'm gonna keep fishing. I'm using minnows. So there's the first fish all day. Just a little guy too. So we'll let him go. There you go. We'll get up here and grab another minnow and set it back out there. For some reason they're not biting the minnows today, but they're hitting the blue Gary Yakamoto's plastic worm. It's a little bit decent. Or is it better fish? Not very big though. Oh well, he's fat though. Very fat. Well, I'll let him just swim another day. There he goes. We'll try and get another one here on this blue Gary Yakamoto. Just fishing it slow right off the bottom. Fish number 3, again, really small. But he is fat, man. I don't know what he's been snacking on, but he is fat. But he's tiny. Look at him compared to my foot. He's absolutely tiny. Just a little guy, but hey, it's still fish, so come here. Throw you back in. Well, maybe you'll throw yourself back in. There he goes. Back down. Alright. That's a little more like it. I've been fishing this bass for about 5 minutes here in this cove. I did as I flipped a minnow out to him, and he'd come up and he'd hit it and he wouldn't bite it, but finally got him. Oh yeah, he's a big one too. He's about as big as the other one. Jesus, and he is a fat one too. Here, oh, I had him hooked. Had him hooked real good. Let me unhook him. Come on. There we go. Wow, that's a nice bass out of here. Alright. That's a nice one. That is a real nice one. Look at how fat he is. Go over here. Whoa, Jesus, that's a deep hole. Down there. Whew. Watch out when you're fishing these little ponds. There's turtle holes all over the place. Come on, up over here in the shade and I'll show them to you. Bunch of little minnows in here. Better look at him. There he is. He's a nice one. He is a big one. Whew. How big he is compared to my foot. Oh yeah. That's a big one. So, look at him. Look at him. There's some fat too. Sweet. Alright guys, I'll talk to you later. Figured I'd get the release on video too here. So here we go. Walk in the water here a little bit. Look at him. Get a nice look at him. Oh yeah. Look at how thick he is. Look at him. It's a nice one. Much better than the others. There he goes. Look at him in the water. Yeah, a little tank. So we'll get another line back out there. Let me tell you, there's more where that came from. Yes, yes. My day is officially complete right here. I just got the second biggest bass I've ever caught out of this pond just 2 minutes ago, and I come over here. I was gonna go through the woods and try and fish another cove and see if this turtle was over there. And sure enough, I'm walking here, I'm talking to my dad, and I said, hey Dad, I gotta go. The turtle's right here. He was out at 20 yards. Make a nice cast with my turtle pole. Oh crap, and he's gonna get out. But I make a nice cast with my turtle pole, 20-yard cast. And, oh yeah, look at this baby. Look at him. Turn him upside down so he can't get away. Put the net back over him. Alright, so I made a nice 20, I'm so excited, you guys don't even know. Made a nice 20-yard cast. I stuck 2 shiners on here, threw the hook out. I got a treble hook. Now in Mass, this is totally legal to fish turtles with a treble hook. You can fish turtles any way you want. This guy's gonna try and get away. Oh yeah, it's a nice 35-pound turtle. Alright, buddy. There we go. Okay. Threw 2 shiners on there, threw it right in front of his face. He got it. I twitched it a little bit. He took it right under. And then, look, he did the hook. Totally bent. But I twitched it real quick. Right? He grabbed the thing, took the bobber clean under. I just laid into it just like a striper. I laid right into it and pulled him right up here on shore. Now, that ain't the biggest one in here. Pulled him right up here on shore. Threw him right in the net and dragged him up. And there he is. I'm all done. That's what I came here to catch, and that's what I caught. Look at what he did to my hook. Totally bent. But let's have a look at this guy. Oh yeah. He's a biggin. He is a biggin, no doubt about it. Look at the size of the head on that guy. Oh. He's trying to get away. Look at that thing. That's a big one. That thing's got to be close to, oh, at least 40 pounds. Right there. Whew. Whew. Man, that's a big turtle. Look at the size of the shell on him, huh? We'll flip him right over. Put him on his back. He's got a big leech on him, too. Look at that. Big leech. Got a couple leeches on him, one right there, too. Ooh, Jesus, don't want to get my hands in that sucker. Haha. Look at the size of that turtle, though. You know, compared to my foot. Size 13. Let's put that right back over him there. I don't want him getting away. Got him right in the corner of the mouth. That's a nice turtle. Man, I am pumped. I am pumped. Whew. That's what I came here to catch. Now all them bass that you saw that were the little ones, now they're going to grow nice and fat because this guy ain't going to be eating their food. Whew, man, I am psyched, as you can tell. Literally, just a bobber. I had my rod already set up. A bobber and a treble hook with a cinch knot on it. Whatever it's called. That's all I had. I got my saltwater medium heavy action 6'6" ugly stick with 35-pound mono. Laid into him right like a striper and set the hook good deep in his mouth, and as soon as he got on shore he popped it right out. That's it, guys. If it was with this rod I never would have got him. It's got 10-pound bass line on it. But oh man, am I excited. I gotta chill out a little bit. It's the first turtle I've ever caught. I came here, I fished all day, I was having a crappy day, lost a couple good fish, only caught 4 fish, came to catch this guy. He was over there in the cove when I first came here. I tossed a couple minnows to him, he didn't even go for him, and here he is right here on my way out. I'm walking up the trail. Walking up the trail. So, alright guys, I'll add on when I get home, for sure. Alright, now before I get any hate comments, first of all, there's one reason why I caught this turtle today and why he's coming home with me. And that's because I love this pond, first of all. This pond is me and my buddy's pond, basically. And my buddy Pete actually lives right up through them woods there. So, needless to say, during the summer and after school sometimes we come down here, grab a dozen minnows or so, or lures or whatever. We come down here and we do catch some decent fish. That corner over there by that tree, that cove, none of you know where this is, so I don't really care. That rock, sometimes in the back, there's another cove right around the corner. But usually that cove right there and that corner right there. And there's some nice bass in here. You guys seen in this first part of this video that got a nice 3-pounder right over there. And we want to keep those fish in here, basically. There's only one reason why I'm keeping this guy, is because he's huge, first of all. This is probably a 50-pound turtle. It's probably close to 75 years old. Look at the size of that shell compared to my size 13 flip-flop. It's pretty decent size. And now this guy thinks he's making a run for it, and he's going crawling right back into my net. And there we go. So that thing's probably close to 50 pounds. Now, you're crazy if you're not telling me, if you're telling me that that thing's not eating the crayfish, the shiners that we've put in here, or that have gotten off our hooks. You're crazy if you're not telling me that it's not eating the baby bass that nest up in these little grassy areas like right there, and it's not eating the bluegills and sunfish. You're crazy if you're telling me that it's not eating them, because that's all the turtles eat. Okay? Clearly they're eating the shiners, because that's what I caught them on. Took 2 shiners out of my bait bucket right there, put them on a hook, tossed it right out, and he gobbled them right up within 30 seconds. I had this thing on the line. And so second of all, he's eating the baby bass. Now, how can bass grow if they're dead? They can't. Exactly my point. So, to keep the bass population better in this pond, it's better to take a big turtle out, like this guy who's 50 pounds compared to, you know, my hand on the thing. Pretty big turtle. So to take this turtle out is not harming this pond at all. It's making it a better place for the bass and the bluegill that are in here that me and my buddy Pete and my buddy Larry like to catch. Also, you know what? If you want to leave a hate comment, leave a hate comment. You know what? I'll read it and I'll make fun of you and I'll delete it in the order it's received, alright? That's what I'm going to say to that. You know what? It's a 50-pound snapping turtle. The thing's monstrous. It's eating the baby bass, the bluegills, the shiners, you know, whatever is snakes, probably frogs that bass love to eat, and crawfish for sure. And we'd rather catch a bass any day over a giant turtle like that and have them snap off our lines. So yeah, that's basically why I caught this guy. Now sun turtles, those little tiny ones that are like this big that you always find perched up on the logs, I leave them the heck alone, because guess what? You know what? They're not going to eat a baby bass, okay, that's this big, because they can't swallow it. They'll choke on it. They're going to eat the bugs and whatever. That I don't really care about. But it's this guy who's eating, you know, probably bass up to this big. And taking, I've caught a bass the other day with one fin. You think that doesn't take it off? Yeah, of course it took it off. And you know what else? I've also seen ducks and geese land here. And you know what? The other reason why I'm catching this turtle is because I like to shoot ducks and geese. But I've shot some without feet. And turtles take feet off ducks and geese. And they'll eat. You're telling me that a thing that big not going to come up and grab a baby duck? Well, you need to spend some more time outside, because that thing will grab a baby duck and eat it for supper. So, that's my hate comment portion of this video. Is basically, I'm keeping this thing, this giant turtle, out of this pond to save any duck and geese that land here with babies, and save the bass population, save the crawfish population, and all that, you know, all the fish populations in here that we like to catch. So, you know what? Leave a nasty comment. I'll delete it in the order it's received. That's all I got to say about that. And you're telling me that thing's not going to grab a baby bass? Look at that. I can't even. Watch this. Yeah. Okay. That's going to kill a baby bass, alright? I don't care who you are. You're crazy if that's not. I like to catch baby bass. I don't like to catch baby bass. I like to catch bass. And to get bass, you gotta have babies. There you go. That's all I gotta say.